Well, welcome back to Unstoppable TV, and welcome back to our countdown to Resurrection Sunday. Today is day 3, and we're going to be talking about the Lord's Supper today. So, hey Alex, how you doing?
Doing good. How about you?
Pretty good. Well, looks like you're ready for supper.
Yeah, I got me some Little Smokies and a Yoo-Hoo.
Yeah, that's interesting. Smokies and a chocolate drink. Well, anyways, just started.
This ain't my last. Well, hopefully it's not my last supper.
Right.
But
Yes.
it is. It is a supper.
It is a supper. That is for sure. So, listen, today we're going to be talking about.
Smoky?
No, I'm good. About the Lord's Supper, or the Last Supper is also referred to as that. But Alex, I think you talked about it on Sunday, didn't you? You want to kind of recap what you talked about?
Sure.
Alright.
Gotta chew my food first.
I figured.
So, this past Sunday, we talked about Palm Sunday.
Yes.
We talked about Jesus riding into Jerusalem on a donkey.
Yes.
On a donkey.
Yes.
And, people were waving palm branches and shouting, Hosanna.
Yes.
Glory to God in the highest. And, they were going to celebrate the Passover.
Yes.
And, of course, we talked about the Passover, about how, God brought the Jewish people out of bondage and slavery in Egypt to be free, using Moses.
Yes.
And, they were having the Passover meal. And while they were having the Passover meal, Jesus institutes what we call the Last Supper.
Yes.
Or communion is more frequently what it's called. Which is, he had a grape drink and unleavened bread.
Yes.
with his disciples, and he told them to eat the bread and to do this in remembrance of him.
Yes.
And that the bread represented his body that was broken, and the grape juice represented the blood that he was going to shed.
Yes.
Another one of those times where the disciples are probably like, huh?
Yeah.
What?
Especially leading into them being very confused. Would be also here starting in Mark chapter 14, and it starts in verse 17 is where I'll start. So if you read with me here, and it says, "When evening came, Jesus arrived with the 12, and while they were hanging out at the table, eating, he said, 'Truly I tell you, one of you will betray me, one who is eating with me.'" I'm sure that the disciples were like, "What?
Whoa.
Like, one of us?
Yeah, and then they're all like, is it me? Is it me?
Is it you? Who is it?
It's you? Is it?
And it says, goes on to say here in verse 19, "They were saddened, and one by one they said to him, 'Surely you don't mean me.'" So they were all like, "It's not me, it's him, it's over here."
I mean, it's obviously Peter.
Yes. And so we'll finish up here. Verse 20, it says, "It is one of the 12, he replied, 'one who dips bread into the bowl with me. The Son of Man will go just as it is written about him, but woe to that man who betrays the Son of Man. It would be better for him if he had not been born.'" And so...
And we see that Judas actually does this. Right?
Yeah.
Like, he actually dips the bread in with Jesus and I'm sure all the disciples in there are like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Always knew it.
Oh, Judas over there. Yeah. Okay.
No, it couldn't have been me.
I feel a lot better now. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, look. John's leaning on Jesus' shoulder.
Gosh.
How many times is he going to do that?
I don't know, man. But yeah, so we see here that, it goes on to say that the one that betrays him would have been better if he had not been born. And I think Judas kind of realizes this afterwards, because like we kind of showed, when he betrays him, he kind of I guess, regrets the whole thing, tries to give the money back, and then he goes and kills himself because he regrets it that much. He just decided that it better not for him to keep on going. But, that is one of the things that had to happen. Jesus foretells that, one of them will betray him and is the one that dips in the same cup. So, this is in the Last Supper, so Jesus is finalizing some things up and, probably getting ready to give some instructions to the disciples about what to come. But for that, we will end the episode there and talk a little more tomorrow about what all is going on with Jesus and the week that led to the resurrection Sunday. So,
You sure you don't want a smoky?
nah, I'm good. Maybe later. But until then, we'll see you.